sorry about the extended break. We've also got only about 40 minutes in this episode, so let's try to cram in being awesome. Going back to training. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the voice work here. Put a lot of work into this. So what's the objective? Use Mark Prey to have 4 allies strike an enemy. Ah, man. I was just talking about how fucking hard this is. Position your allies around the target so that 4 or more of them can strike when Rook uses Mark Prey. Remember that archers can attack the target from range, and that lancers can use their spear from 2 tiles away from their target. Right. We've got Rook. He needs to be in melee range to do this. And we need these archers, like, posted up real close. I think we need to reverse these people. I like this setup way better. That barrel right there is probably going to hurt a bunch, but... Yep, see, they have to spend all their time moving, and here we are putting a little bit of a smackdown on this dude's armor so we can one-shot him. Oh, you try to come at the Rook, brah? You try to come at the Rook? The Rook ain't having it. Alright, we're gonna have this guy just hold position. No reason to go anywhere. Perfect. Wow. Yeah, all we need now is Rook to move into position, and we got this. Can you already attack? No. 2 tiles away, huh? So you could attack from here. Perfect. All right. It should work. I move here, and then I Mark Prey this dude. And everybody just goes fucking nuts. Yep. Oh, it was crazy. -31. Boom. Now, I want to point out, in a regular battle, that would be completely pointless. I would have wasted a shit ton of moves to kill one person. But, that's how it works. Boom. Big ass renown right there. Maybe I can level up Rook again. His name is Rook, and he's got game. Yep. I'm just gonna make Rook literally the fucking greatest. Puncture or armor attack. I'll take that. I'm relying a bit too much on chance-based stuff, but you use Rook everywhere. Watch Rook fucking die from a story decision early on, and I'll be like, oh shit, glad that I just spent like 30 fucking renown on this asshole. Okay, so I'm not allowed to do another lesson. Perfect. Alright. I'll spend 1 day resting. Morale improved. But nobody was made into a fighter. I thought the whole point was to turn clansmen into fighters. Old Leaf was telling me about that, but it's not happening. You look at all the food freshly placed in the supply carts. What's all this about? You ask Old Leaf. The clansmen are trying to help as much as possible now, he says. Whenever they can, they'll forage for nuts and berries or fish and hunt. She hands you a piece of fruit. They may not know how to fight, but they can keep us alive by keeping us fed. Good, because again, I have 0 fighters. I fucked up hugely on my save file. I was like, oh, look, I made it to the end of the game. Surely I won't need to do anything better than make it to the end of the game. How would I know that the game would continue? Almost makes me want to go back and replay the whole game and keep everyone that I killed alive. Shouts from one of the rear longships grabs everyone's attention. The quick construction is proving faulty and the ship is taking on water fast. With dredge on the bank and all the other ships almost at capacity, you have to consider your options. As shipwrights for advice. We'll need to pull her out of the water, says one. Nonsense. Just plug the holes with some cloth and tar for now, says another. As they argue, clansmen begin jumping from the sinking vessel, grabbing for ropes and extended oars. Most make it aboard other ships, but not all. -1 Varl. No! Morale decline, no! You guys are assholes. Is this one of those... It's either a village or it's one of the godstones. A crowd begins to cheer from one of the longships as a man struggles with his fishing net. As his catch nears the surface, some voice is concerned. You're close enough to make out a large shape in what looks like fur or hair in the net. Fire an arrow into the mass. Your arrow finds its mark just before the net breaks the water. Those around you applaud your quick thinking. Whatever's in that net won't have much fight left in it, says a man beside you. Bear cub, shouts the man with the net. Long dead. What's it mean? Superstitions blow across the ships like a gale. Talks of plague and famine make eyes go wide. You notice Bulwark at the bow of his ship, staring at the cub and brooding more than usual. Morale has dropped to good. Time on the cramped longships is proving too much for the children. They're climbing ropes, interrupting rowers, and constantly leaning over the sides to touch the water. Some Varl and clansmen look annoyed. Keep your kids by your side. We're at war until Aberrang. Some mothers give you irritated glances, while a few Varl smile in your direction. Regardless, there is no denying the children are safer by their parents' side. I know that because my daughter is dead! I'm Batman. Smoke from a village catches everyone's attention, and the longships begin to slow. I doubt these scraps of wood we're floating on can hold many more, Ivor says. You feel the governor's gaze on you, and he slowly shakes his head. We'll help as many as we can. When the ships land, you and a few others rush toward the smoke, but the closer you get, the stranger the situation. There's no sounds of battle or people panicking to put fires out. Keep going, Bulwark growls. We'll see what the dead are carrying. The Varl's comment defies tradition, but so do many things about him. Push on to the village to investigate. A barn is the only thing burning. No one is around. Unusual, O'Leaf says. Some kind of trip? Not sure, but let's look for supplies while we're here. The village is stripped of anything useful. Those around you are frustrated by the wasted effort. After a slow trudge back to the others, Ruga stands aboard his ship, shaking his head. Some thieving bandits ambushed us and took off in a supply ship while you were on your do-good mission, he says. We'll be even more crowded now. Glad you're at the helm. Morale's dropping quickly. We're only normal people now. Fortunately, the clansfolk forage. A large clump of hazelnut trees looks like a good place for the clansmen to stretch their legs and gather supplies. Once on land, the children laugh while kicking around a leather-wrapped ball of rags. You notice a varl at the edge of the wall of the clearing, silently staring into the woods. He's watching a lone dredge grunt stalk a squirrel. Might be 100 of them in these woods. The varl's whisper is still loud enough to scare the squirrel and alert the grunt. It looks at you and the varl before slowly backing up. Kill it before it alerts the other dredge. Your arrow wedges in between two plates of stone armor, and the dredge cries out in a strange warble. It runs, eluding your second shot before disappearing into the trees. The varl, who made no move to chase a dredge, says, "We'd better get everyone to stop looking for food and head back to the boats." He sounds vaguely irritated. Everyone watches the shoreline in silence, but no sign of a dredge force is spotted. Some complain about running from a single dredge, but most just stay quiet and vigilant. Morale continues to drop as day 11 begins.
Carved rock on a vacant island. Aselai's godstone almost looks lonely.
We will go and get the blessings of this godstone. She's even more beautiful than the songs say. The clansmen in the varl are admiring the godstone, and you notice some are missing. It's Bulwark and the Ravens, Leo says. They looked rather upset by the music and all the singing. He shrugs. They'd rather hang around that large cart instead of joining us. I won't take it personally. Come closer. Let me introduce you to Asele, the god of streaming waters. She is the curves of every river, a guide for those of us traveling unfamiliar lands. The Skald runs a finger over the small etchings in the stone. Inscriptions from all those who were lost, but found the way back home with her help. Listen to more of Leo's tale. Some say her stone shows the struggle of leaving the familiar to see what's over the next hill. Leo looks at the ropes tied around parts of her arms and smiles. Before the gods died, her stone supposedly stood tall and moved a few steps every year. So people are always trying to make sure she stays put. Leo looks at you, grinning. Have you the strength to hold her, or a gift with which to entice her? Pull on one of the stronger ropes. You wrap your hands around one of the larger ropes and begin to pull. It feels as pointless as expected, and Alessa's godstone does not budge. Suddenly, you are joined by Hakon and Ivar, who lend their great strength. Others quickly join until the rope snaps, and everyone sprawls into a heaping laugh. You return to where the clansmen have set up camp, and see someone, a woman in torn robes, slip from your tent. She blends in with the other families, and after making sure nothing is amiss, you let it go. The number of clansmen and fighters is shown here. If your caravan is assaulted in mass in a war situation, it is the fighters that protect the clansmen while your heroes fight a tactical battle. It is important to keep enough trained fighters available, but keep in mind that fighters consume more supplies than clansmen and are less effective at foraging. Speak to Sven in the training tent to start training some of your clansmen into battle-ready fighters. Well, it's about fucking time. The trainer looks past you at some boys and girls eager to learn. Teach fighting to the young, Sven muses. They won't go back to hunting and foraging for food, you know. Sure you want to go through with this? We need the protection. Sven blows all his air through his flapping lips. Well, let's get it done. How many do you want for the fighting? 100 new fighters will do fine. We've got enough food and water to last us a day and a half, Sven asks. That's what it'll take for me to break them from running at the first sign of trouble. Make it happen. Consider it done, Sven whistles through his whistling teeth. The two Varl look deep in conversation, but Ivor catches your eye and waves you over. So they've armed themselves and are running from something, but what? Hakon's become the Dredge Scholar, trying to understand the motivations of our enemy. It's just strange that we've never seen their women fight until recently. Good thing, too. We might have lost the Great Wars. You think about what to say. Juno says there's a darkness coming. But what the Valkas say and mean aren't always the same thing. They speak in riddles and prophecy. Still, it might explain why the Dredge are everywhere, like someone kicked an anthill. Maybe whatever's coming hit them first. Or maybe it's just a new tactic for a new war. If they've learned to crack the ground and call a great serpent, then we're all dead, and we just don't know it yet. Has anyone ever talked to the Dredge? Both Varl look at each other. There are rumors that some have tried and been killed in the process. A lot of nonsense. Scald tales about the sound of a Dredge's voice making your skin fall off. So there's no communication with the enemy. Is that normal? I was trying to do it super deep, but that's not going to work. We were too busy killing to worry about a fireside chat. Besides, they only ever make warbling noises. I'd guess if anyone ever talked to them, it'd be the Valka. Good luck getting them to give you a straight answer. What happened back then? A great deal of killing on both sides. Imagine waking up to dredge attacks every night. Back then, the sun actually set. You'd wake up to a sound and see nothing but glowing eyes around you. Ingvar probably told you we never got close to pushing them back to the depths they call home. Actually, Ivor's never said much about the pass. Oh? Ivor says nothing, just holds Hakon's stare. Well, he's probably got more stories than you could hear in your short lifetime. I'll leave you two to figure out the big issues. You know the clansmen have been talking about us killing women and children, Dredge or not. It's not sitting well with everyone, which is probably the way it should be. If it's us or them, we make sure we're still standing. I'm bothered more by your decision to destroy Einar Toft's bridge. Let it go, Hakon. That was the best decision at the time. To collapse a bridge that cost thousands of Varl lives to build? If it wasn't for your Dan horns, Ingvar, I'd swear you were an overgrown human. The two giants begin trading insults and you step away, letting them vent. Oh, I could use a little morale right now. For sure. We got time. Let's bump it up again. Oh, it's at great morale. All right, we're out. Peace out. We got a good amount of fighters. We got some clansmen to keep it up. We got Varl. I think we're in a good situation. You know, what for being desperately hunted and the world is shattering and I don't know. Fenrir's probably floating around somewhere while on Ouroboros and Yggdrasil and anyway, there's a giant serpent eating the world, so you know that's a thing. A desperate-looking lot of adults and Varl stand on the shoreline waving you down. You probably look similar going anywhere with Ivor. They look hungry, but can they be trusted? Slow the boats and ask their needs. The basics, the Varl says. Food, safety, trade routes are empty. Of the 24 humans, half look like they've seen battle. Come aboard. You'll have food and safety. Everyone carefully files onto a couple of the less burdened ships and starts eating. Clip, the Varl says, which you take as his name, and as his appreciation. There's a question as to how far on the map we are. 12 clansmen, 12 fighters, boom! My forces are growing. Can't stop me now. So I started about here, and I moved to here in an hour and a half. By that logic, assuming that the voyage goes directly down the East Road, which it won't, because it's probably going to go here, and at some point we'll be forced off anyway. This is going to take hours. Many hours. We need to get to Aberang. And we're assuming that Aberang is like the Borsgard of last campaign, where you get to it, and that's the end. Which it isn't necessarily. Something's about to happen, because there's a giant hill in the way. So, a cool breeze across the water works its way into your cloak. You shift to block the wind and feel something press into your hip. You feel around and find an item in your pack, but you do not remember attaining it. Ooh, a Selai's trail. Yeah, it's that woman that was breaking into my tent. That's cool. The sheer cliffs and boulder-strewn waters of the southern bank dictate the longship's course. The droning sounds of the dredge accent their quicker pace as they follow your ships along the northern bank. Dust and mist make it hard to see ahead. A hissing, rumbling noise grows all around. Waterfall! Shouts the sharp-eyed native from the bow of the longship. Oars reverse instantly. You nearly lose your balance. Bitchin'. This is so bitchin' right now. Man, that is a fucking waterfall. For real. Jesus, the world just breaks off there. What is happening? What is happening? This looks fucking terrifying. Is it floating up and down? The roar of the approaching waterfall clouds your thoughts. All the clansmen you picked up keep the ships from being nimble, but only 2 fall to the power of the overwhelming current. Still, the screams of the families, fighters, and Varl are difficult to move past. The remaining ships' roars pull hard, heading for the dredge-lined northern bank. In their haste, the vessels smash against the sharp split rocks as they push towards the shore. Some fighters are thrown from the boats, sinking in mud under the weight of their armor. Jesus! Okay, so picking those people up apparently cost me more than if I had not picked them up. Son of a bitch. The longships are too spread out to command a unified landing. Amidst the chaos, you look at a few nearby. Briss, a stout Varl warrior, and a few others like him look ready to rush the dredge. Bolverk and his company are close to you, hauling their sealed cart off the ship. Consider your options. Charge. Everyone on the longship jumps out as one. Rocks from slingers crack off shields, and soon you're engaged in the chaos of battle. I feel like I'm probably gonna have to pay for charging, but see here. Don't I have something called like a Celized here? +2 will, +2 strength. Okay, what is Rook equipped with? How do I do this? How do I equip things to him? Did that work? So, he's got a bunch of extra strength. Let's throw our cool ass people up front. Hakon, Ivor, Odeleaf, Eirik. Ooh, I don't know who else to throw up here. Krumer. Ivan probably. We're just gonna go ahead and Ivan it up. Let's get some items on these people. Strength resist. +20% double strength damage. +3 arm. +1 draw aggro. +3 strength. +2 armor per turn. I'll put that on the maker for sure. Cool. All right. The first real battle. Hopefully I haven't fucked this up. Fight with everything you've got. Alright, let's see here. So, I need to move like 2 or 3 spaces closer. Okay. They're not going to be acting for a while. Oh yeah. I'm going to fucking dump on this dude. For real. We are going to fuck him up. Watch your flank. Something skulks in the shadows. Jesus, what the shit is this? It's about to get even worse. What does this do? +1 break and +1 for each unit they. That's actually a really cool ability, but I don't got time for your mixtape, homie. Jesus, what the hell is this thing? Where'd the faint skulker go? Alright. Whose turn is it? Odeleaf? Right, what can she do? Target a tile, stun an enemy who steps in it in a rain of arrows. Okay. We're just gonna go ahead and hit this dude. We're not going to be dealing a lot of damage, but yeah. All right, Eric. Oh shit. Can it actually fucking do that to me? Jesus. That's really bad. Yeah, we're gonna donate some willpower here to this dude. Holy shit. What the fuck is this? This is berserk nuts crazy right now. Alright, how far can I shoot my lightning bolts? Not far enough. But I bet you I can do this. I'm gonna hit my own guy, but I am gonna pull off a sweet ass kill in the process. Yup. The shit is this? What the fuck is happening? Try this. Then we'll go for the shot, boost it up. And this should be a kill. All right. Got our blockers out, preventing some movement. We need to get even more blocking going. It was kind of a wasted turn, unfortunately. Damn, these things are annoying as F. Alright. Turn that into a trap. Suck it. Eat my trap, fool. Around the edge and go for a break. Big hits right there. Good, good, good. Excellent. I go here. Kind of lightning on. humongous hit right there. Super bad. Got like sundering impact. If you can bleed. Oh shit. Yep. Eliminate that fool right there. He's super duper dead. I really need to keep that guy from dying, yo. Oh shit. This might finally work. Yup. Blasted a ton of dudes. I hope he's not permanently dead in the campaign, because if that's so, I just fucked up big. Keep them from breaking through to the archers. Do this. Commit hard to this armor break. Commit real hard to that armor break. Huge hit right there. Absolutely crucial to victory. Fucking fan. We're about to mend this dude right here. Make some bad moves. And we need to talk about making some good ones. Grab and get some kills here. Oh shit. Well, that's super bad. Take their deadliest threat out. Victory! The foes lie dead at your feet. 16 renown. Haken works his way through frantic clansmen on his way to find you. We lost some good Varl on those ships, humans too, but you saved more of those along the way. Maybe too many. You look at Hakan with disbelief. I'm not saying I'd have done anything different, but some of those ships are too weighted down. As far as we know, this group is all that's left of my kind. Each Varl death is one step closer to being wiped out. For a moment, the Varl King looks more vulnerable than you have ever seen him before. Hakan squints into the distance. Their next attack is coming, and this time they'll come in force. What do they want? They seem keen on our supplies, but that can't be it, can it? That wasn't their reason for attacking us at Borsgard. Juno and Ivan approach. There may be a way out of this situation, a gamble to be sure, but we believe it's our only chance. Gods, it's bad when a Valka option is the only option. Worse than that, I can't promise everyone will make it. Juno gives Ivan a look. Just tell me your plan. Ivan sighs. With Juno's help, I think I can get us across the chasm, but it won't be easy for me or the caravan. I need to help Ivan and calm these people so they are ready to march when he is. You need to keep this area clear of dredge at all costs if they... The sound of a war horn cuts her off and everyone turns to look. The sound of the dredge assault begins. Rook, Hakan, you know what to do. It looks like the force you trained is roughly the size of the enemy's. This could go either way, but a victory here will protect most of your clansmen. Juno and Ivan move to the cliff's edge. Hakan, surveying the battlefield, says, some supply barrels could make a few barricades for defense. Otherwise, it'll be a straightforward assault. Assault the dredge without barricade. We'll need those supplies, you say. The Varl King gives you a look that says, if we make it through this. Charge. You understand Hakan's reasoning, but the sound that called it to attack regardless. I think I read that wrong. Injuries. One or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight, but have a penalty to max strength equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes when resting in camp. Well, Hakan is out. Can't use him. We're gonna need... Can't use Odleaf, apparently. Oh no, we do have Odleaf. It's time for the backup Varl squad, I guess. Oh, we lost Ivan. That's who we... Trygvi. Krummer. He's big and strong. Let's throw him on here. I want to put Yorick last. Okay. Now this is actually the end of the broadcast here. I'm hoping that I can save while exiting. I'm not really sure how this works. I don't see a save. Let's save. It took a while ago. Anyway, I might have boned myself. We'll find out in the future. But I gotta go. Thank you for joining me so far. And we'll be back tomorrow night and the next night for more Banner Saga 2. If you enjoyed watching this, consider picking the game up right now on Steam.